Hey everyone, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Secret of Mana. So last episode we had made it to the Dwarf Village after a small detour to the Haunted Forest and a death that totally didn't happen or anything like that. So we need to find... Well, we're here first of all to go to the Underground Palace.
Wait, we've been getting lots of small quakes. See? There's another one. Give me a break.
Don't want to be racist or anything, but all these dwarves look the same to me. So two things we're here for. A blacksmith, which is probably what's up from here, and the Underground Palace, which is buried. So let's check out the blacksmith.
Say, hand me your sword. Ugh, it's covered in rust. It'll break in no time if you leave it like this. I am Watts, the blacksmith. I'll reforge that for 100 GP.
We have to pay this.
All right. Now wait 1 second. It's done! I've never seen a sword as fine as this one. What a waste that it got rusted over. Just looking at it takes my breath away. I hope someday I can forge such a splendid sword myself. What? What's this? My hammer is glowing. Wait, don't tell me that's the Mana Sword of Legend.
That's a really odd thing for you to be, like, very specific to pick up on.
I think the Mana Sword has imbued my hammer with some of its power. I'll try it out and forge a new axe for you. Come back in a little while.
Alright, so you see our weapon model for the sword has changed. So let's investigate that. Yep, it is now no longer the rusty sword, it is the rapier. And you see there down the bottom, where it says type, it also raises our agility by 2 points. None of the other weapons do anything. So it's leveled up. So we can now get it to level 2. Which is nice. And I really do like that the in-game model changes. Alright, so now we're going to go and talk to the Elder. Oh wait, first of all there's a store in here.
Welcome. What'll it be?
This store has some of the better gear. Now, we do want to keep a bit of money on us. However, I would really like... I'd really like to get half of this stuff. So we're going to buy headgear for me. A spiky suit for me. And 2 power van braces.
Anything else?
No,
Come again.
the reason why we need to keep money on us is Watts will charge us for the axe that he's going to make. And we also need to pay to upgrade our weapons when we get orbs. Alright, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted equipment. Here we are. Alright. So that's a decent increase, 5.5. That's pretty good as well, 3.2. And that's another 2.3. Very nice. Let's go to her. So she can't wear the bandana, or she can't wear the headgear either, so she's stuck with a hair ribbon. Change the Kung Fu suit for the recently vacated chain vest. And then she can also get one of those power van braces. And we'll sell the rest of that gear.
Welcome. What'll it be?
And sell Kung Fu suit. And sell the bandana.
Anything else?
Nope.
Come again.
Alright, thank you. If you spend too much time in the Dwarf Village, you will slowly go insane from the music loop. Okay, so we're going to go and see the Elder first. I think he's up through this one. There he is.
Oh-ho! Welcome to Dwarf Village. Have you visited our sideshow in the cave next door? I think you'll find lots of oddities in this place. Why not take a look around?
Okay. I guess we'll go to the sideshow.
Step right up. That's it. This is Dwarf Village's world-famous sideshow exhibit. Me? The Dwarf Elder? I'm merely an entertainer. Want to watch the show? Entry
Didn't even
is
bother putting
50
a,
GP.
you know, different face on or anything. We have to pay.
Let's start the show!
Enjoy the show, guys.
Our first oddity is the one and only Rabbite Man. It's both a man and a rabbite. Rabbite Man! What? A hoax? I can't put anything past you, huh? And now, I present to you a bona fide sprite child. This kid is the real deal.
Oh, woe is me and this sad life I live. Please, kind travelers, won't you help?
Come closer and listen to their story. You'll cry. You'll weep. You might even shed a few tears. This poor child has a 50,000 GP debt to pay off before they can go free. They're working here to pay it back little by little. If you have any heart at all, please help. Even a small contribution of 100 GP would be appreciated.
I don't believe we have to, but we're gonna pay it.
Haha! I'll take that, thank you! What? There's nothing more to see here. Leave!
So it's way more obvious in this version than it was in the original. But this is clearly a scam.
Ha! How'd you like my acting back there? That guy was on the verge of tears, I could tell.
Don't forget my storytelling. I got them hook, line, and sinker. Oh, we'll make a fortune off this scam.
Surprise,
How long
motherfuckers.
have you been standing there?
Please forgive us. This child really is a young sprite. That wasn't a lie. They lived in Sprite Village, but they were washed down into the caves with the floodwaters. So I was just helping them to earn money to get home. Besides, this scam was their idea in the first place.
Pretty good con, huh?
Hey, apologize.
Fine. I shouldn't have. Happy now?
I am ashamed to have taken part of this ruse. Here's your money back.
I didn't mean anything.
Alright. So that's all we had to do in here.
Whoa! What? Something's coming!
Boss fight music. This is Tropicana. Tropicana is a lot easier with two people, but Prim will probably get herself killed pretty quickly. If you let him come up too much, he will spit a pumpkin around that you've got to dodge. It's kind of annoying to do. But if you hit him almost straight out of his little pod thing, he goes back down. So you just got to keep an eye. He's only got 3 potential spawn points. He's been in all of them this battle, so you'll know where they are. Yeah, as soon as he comes up. There we go, we got him. Spearorb? Yeah, there you go, Spearorb.
Thank you very much.
I could have handled those guys myself, you know.
Hush! Sorry about that. The shock from getting washed away affected this child's memories. They can't remember anything. They're a good child. Just with a few attitude problems and a loud mouth.
Yeah, well, it'll all work out eventually. Why rush it?
Tropicana was sealed away in the palace.
Well, Tropicana,
Since it
not
got out,
Tropicana.
that must mean there's a way in. If you harness the power of the mana seed, you might even get your memories back, little one.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier? I'll go there right now.
You can't go alone. The palace was buried long ago. Who knows how many monsters are infesting that place now? You managed to defeat Tropicana. Would you be so kind as to accompany this sprite to the palace?
Welcome to our third party member.
You managed to defeat...
Yeah, you just said that. We have to say yes. If we say...
What luck! Did you hear that? Now,
If we say no,
be sure
then
to
they just
listen
repeat the
to
question.
everything he says, and don't give him any lip.
Okie dokie. Just don't get in my way, okay? Bro.
Bro? I have a name.
I'll tell you what. How about you give me a name?
I think Popoy is the default? Yeah, Popoy.
Yeah, sure. I guess that works. Nice to meet you, bro.
Okay, this is our full party. And I think they came equipped
Good
with a
luck.
boomerang,
You
so...
can go straight to the palace using that hole over it. But be careful. That witch from the north, Elena, sealed the palace off with a cave of magma. First, you have to go to Elena's castle to ask her to dissolve her seal. You know, she wasn't always like this. Elena used to be a good witch. Go north to her castle in Haunted
He said the
Park
same thing
and
like
ask
3
her,
times.
Here is the set of bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, thank you. Alright, so we just
That
got...
reminds me. Watts the blacksmith was looking for you. You should stop by his workshop.
Good. So we just got 2 new weapons. The sprite came with the boomerang, and we also got the bow. So these are both ranged weapons. Let me just see how we doing here. Yeah, okay. We've got to go see Watts. Oh, but before then, this is the way to the underground palace. We can't get in there. That is... what's it called? Crystal Orb. Crystal Orbs are vulnerable to a particular magical spell. It depends on the Crystal Orb in question. There's a way to work it out that we'll get to later. But we have no magic at the moment. Oh yeah, you will note, however, the sprite does start at level 1, but they do have magic. The sprite is, I think it's supposed to be male, but the gender is usually indeterminate, so I'll try and just refer to them neutrally.
Well,
Okay.
I tried making that axe, but it didn't turn out how I thought it would. I wonder why. What's happened to that boomerang? Wait. Try holding this axe. Aha! I can reforge these weapons, but the mana power won't activate unless you hold them. This axe is mighty special. It may be compact. Wanna buy it? Take...
Yep, 100
There
GP.
are more mana weapons out there. Let me show you my special shortcut.
Okay, so this is good because it means that we don't have to fight our way through Gaia's navel each time. This special shortcut opens up in the cave where Neko was. It takes a while for him to open it though. There we go. Okay, and while we're at it, I need you to reforge the
I've been
spear.
waiting. Which
So that costs 200. Let's see what we've got now. So now we've got a heavy spear, which doesn't do anything special, it's just got more damage. And Watts's axe. That is terrible. That's not how you pluralize Watts. Or not pluralize, possessive. We would go straight up there so that we could fight our way out of Gaia's Naval, but I actually want to go to the shop. Because I don't know exactly what the sprite's actually wearing. Hang on. Yeah, a shitty robe. Okay. Get out of that.
Welcome. What?
So, I want to buy another Power Van Brace. And they can actually wear a spiky suit, so we'll get one of those, because I think those are better. Oh, and they can wear the rabbit cap.
Anything else? Come again.
Let's see, there we go. So there are multiple ways of accessing everybody's inventory. Good. Very nice. Alright, let's sell the minor robe, even though it's
Welcome. What'll it be?
worth fucking nothing.
Anything else?
No.
Come again.
Sweet, let's go. And the sprite will level up pretty quickly, particularly as we have them with the boomerang. Just need to check something though. Yep, that's fine. Let's get out of this insane music loop. So yeah, now we can actually go to the witch.
Meow. What a strange... Special deal for busy travelers.
Alright, let's go. Just gotta fight our way out of Gaia's Naval first. Sure. Now the danger here is that the sprite is very much underleveled. So we've just got to kind of take things a little bit easy. If we're being cautious, I might make a couple of quick rounds of Gaia's Naval just to get a couple of levels for her. For them. But who knows. With the boomerang equipped, they are, you know, more likely to stay back. The original had a wonderful way of handling this. Instead of telling them that, you know, they had to attack something and things like that, they had what was called an action grid, which was a 4x4 grid where you would position them with the two axes being aggressiveness versus defensiveness and willingness to approach. So you could sort of, you know, we will make at least one round. Just because I don't want to go in there and get like nuked. The Witch's Castle actually has what is, I think, almost universally acknowledged to be the hardest fight in the entire game. And yeah, it'll be the third boss, so great. We'll get to that. But it's kind of important that nobody is under-leveled for that fight. Because I also kind of don't intend on buying any Cups of Wishes, which is the revive item. There is a save point right in front of it, and you can grind through it. But, yeah, that save point is also Nico. So if you want to buy anything and you haven't already bought it, well, you're gonna have to pay Nico for it. How much money do I have? 600. Okay. We'll just pop down south for a second. This is the early game grind loop, by the way. You run around guys' naval, come down here, pop these 3 guys. Then run back up. If you need to rest, you go into Kippo Village. Do the guy's naval loop down to the cave, pop in the cave, pop out, run all the way back. So we will take the long way around. What is... So I'm level 8, level 3, level 7. Ugh. I'd like the sprite to be about level 6, I guess. That'd be nice. Incidentally... Okay, we're almost leveled up there. She's almost leveled there. She's almost leveled there. Alright. I am not doing well with this pronoun stuff. I'll try and just call it the sprite. Yep, candy. Okay, we leveled up our sword, so we're going to skip out of that pretty quickly. Because we can't level it up any further. Let's just show you the charge attack though. So you charge up to level 1, then you charge up again to level 2.
Keep it coming.
A lot more impressive, huh? Alright. So now I would like... She's still on the spear. I'm going to try and level the axe. Nice little axe here. But yeah, I think it's... Okay, she's leveled up the spear. So we will put her on... sword duty, I think. Because I don't think... Well, I would level my sword up first, so... Oh, and Papoi leveled up as well. Yeah, the reason why this is a good loop for us, we might as well just do at least one of them. The reason why this is a really good loop for us is because of the nearby source of healing, the inn. I'd almost go and do it at the, okay, they've leveled up the boomerangs, so let's give them the spear? Oops. The problem with how we've got the attack set up is I think we need to attack it before they will. Whereas under the original system you could set them to attack anything. Let's see if we've got that option. It still calls it action grid even though it isn't. Yeah, I mean... It's kind of hard to do. I'm gonna try setting them all to this one and see how that works. So if it doesn't work like I think it does, so if I attack him... Okay, they are attacking. Good, good, okay, that seems to be our attack all option. That's not how you use a rapier. Yeah, if there wasn't an attack all option, that would be really difficult. Because if we run up to something and it knocks us unconscious before we manage to put an attack in on it, they'll all stand around and like back away from it and not attack it. I think they got it. Good. Now we just pop in the cave. Pop out. So yeah, as I think I mentioned in episode 1, we are going to have grind episodes. This is not a grind episode. I'm going to make it very clear when they are, and most of those will happen when we get magic and immediately after temple visits. There's a reason for that, we'll go over it at the time. But I'll try and structure it like properly. I'm hoping that that particular format works, because I have plans to play a game which has a lot more grind than this. Which I do actually really want to play. But the format has to work for it. Because if the format doesn't work for it, it's not going to be fun for anyone. Yeah, we won't go back down to Kippo, we'll just go straight north into the forest. I'm not super concerned about getting my weapon skills all equal. There is an achievement. That's another thing that the remake has. It has achievements. I've got most of them now from my first playthrough. But there's things like have one of each piece of armor and stuff like that, which is like you'd need a walkthrough. But one is to max out all of the weapon levels. Or max out all the weapons, which is easy not to do. But if you want guys to be decent with your weapons, you gotta train them. Alright, that should be fine. So we'll go through, hopefully nobody gets murdered by these guys on the way. Yeah, so good. Axes do also cut through foliage. As you'd kind of expect. Wonderful. Doesn't quite have a reach of the sword, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, the problem here is that the allies will get distracted by the enemies. Hey, nice work guys. Sword level 2, we can change her out. There's a bomb. Oh, and I think our weapon skill leveled up as well. Yes, it did. Okay, good. So we're going to change to the... Hang on, so she's on that. We'll put her on the axe, and we'll take one of the others, I guess? So she's on axe. So I think we finished our axe up. Can we equip from here? Yes, we can. Alright, we'll take the boomerang. So, a little bit of an issue there is that we can't chop things up with the boomerang. We do get mad rage advantage though. And of course, these guys are not going to attack the foliage for us. However, we'll just swap over for a second, cut our way through, then swap back.
Meow. What a strange
Just save the game for
special
me,
deal
cat.
for busy travelers.
Alright. And I think when we're in the middle of our attack animation, we can't actually get struck. Which is fun. Yeah, like that arrow should have hit us. We'll never get that treasure chest. Don't actually quite remember what was down here. It isn't the right way, that's for sure. But we might as well clean it up for experience. Okay. Right, that needs to die right now. In the original, those eye things could not move around. They will summon Choban Hoods like crazy. There we go. Can we get around that? What's through here? Oh, right, we actually did have to get around here to summon that bridge. They also do have like an eye beam attack. It's kind of weird to describe. It's like a sonic thing, but it can do what's called Moogling you, which is one of the few instances I think I've seen of a Moogle outside of a Final Fantasy game. But it basically makes you useless until it wears off, and it takes a while to wear off. Damn it. We've just been ballooned. That's no good, so we'll swap over to the sprite, because we cannot move. You can't move while you're ballooned. There we go. He's out of it now. I don't think you can get it in the menu or anything, so it's pretty lucky that we're able to swap. Also in the original was definitely multiplayer. Unfortunately, the SNES, the Super Nintendo, only had 2 controller ports, so you could only control 2 characters, like directly, which was kind of annoying, but you know, those are the days. I'm not sure if this has multiplayer. I only have 1 controller, and it didn't really seem to have anything in the controls that I recall about adding. Like, you can play with a keyboard, but I don't think you can do both at once. Oh, the boy leveled Spear up. That's good. Let's get them a new weapon. The bow. Yeah, you can still hit multiple things with a boomerang. Okay, Prim's got her axe up. What else was she using? Or hadn't used yet. Alright, so she's 2-2-1-1 boomerang or the bow. Unfortunately, I am using the bow at the moment. No, I'm using the boomerang, but I have hit level with it, so I'm going to go for the spear. And she can go for the boomerang. Okay, I've been poisoned. That's great. Just what I like. And up here, if you remember back in episode 1 when we visited the Water Palace and saw Diluc, and we came in here, we were on the right hand side of this, so that's a little shortcut once we get a whip, which we will be getting. Like, no prizes for guessing that. So the main issue now is that we don't have anybody with a slashing weapon out, so if we want to actually cut through anything, we have to swap out and in. I'm not sure if there was a quick way of doing that. I don't feel like there was. I think that's a different game that I'm thinking of. I don't even remember what game it was. This guy we can't actually get to because of the vines, so we'll never get that treasure chest. Nice. Alright, so I think this one takes us to the witch's castle. If we did not have Prim with us, if she'd left us, this would take us to a fight with 2 werewolves, which would fucking annihilate us. Yeah, so here we are. So these are werewolves. Werewolves are not as tough in this version of the game. They do have a cure water, which is the basic heal. In this version of the game, way less tough. Oops, there's a thing down here, I think. Wait, oh no, it's a Choban hood down there. Yeah, they have a, in the original, I usually found it easier to cheese werewolves by things like this, and using other ranged weapons from here. Because they had a spin attack, which would lock you in, stun you, and they'd just keep on hitting you. Anyway, let's... Whoops. Hi. Yeah, so they could be very... Whoops. Very nasty. Okay, that's dead. Stop getting hit by this guy. Alright, welcome to the Witch's Castle. I should just check my weapons. Okay, I'm almost there. They're almost there. They're about halfway there. That's cool. Nice. Okay, so we have chairs here, Polter Chairs. Luckily, our allies have identified them. Not all of these things are hostile to us, one of those isn't. So, yeah, they usually come alive when you walk past them, and it ain't good. Alright, so now we only need the bow for him. I'm going to give him the sword again, because these guys are dealing with that. Alright. Concentrate on one. Take out the other. Now, I'm pretty sure the one on the left is the right one to go through, but, you know. Yeah, more Polter Chairs. I think all 3 of them are in this one. Polter Chairs are again a thing that could really easily stun lock you in the original. Because they have sort of a bounding attack. You haven't seen it, but yeah, it's sort of... it's not great. Okay, so she's got everything except for the bow. Ah, good, they've leveled up the bow, so let's give them the axe. And I'll give her the bow. I need the bow as well, so we haven't exactly done that efficiently. But that's fine, I'll stay with the sword. Nice. We just went to level 10, that's good. Doing random special attacks. Very nice. Alright. More werewolves. Okay, yeah, so it's actually the I Spy that does the healing. Good. Now I'm not worried about going and dealing with that right now. Because down here we have our missing soldiers.
We've come to help.
Huh? Oh.
Where's Dyla?
Huh? Oh. Maybe with the witch?
It's no use. These guys already act like soulless zombies.
Oh, it's pronounced soldier.
Just like the people in Pandora. You can bet the witch is behind this whole thing.
Home. Want go home? Want witch? Stand there. All three on the platform. It makes a bridge.
So we did have to come down here. Will he talk to us? No. And who else should be here but our good price gouging buddy?
Meow. I got caught. Prrr. Need anything, meow?
And he will, of course.
Special deal for busy
Well,
travelers.
we'll save the game first.
Meow. Prrr.
Come on. This dialogue
Special
takes
deal
forever.
for busy.
Yeah, it's the same crap. We don't need any of it.
Anything else? Be seeing you.
How are we for stats? Okay, I'm level 10. They're level 8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. And as for weapons, I'm waiting on somebody to finish using the bow. They're fine, they're fine. Alright. We saved, so let's go and see if we can deal with this boss. But first we'll take care of this werewolf. Or maybe both werewolves. Yeah, we'll take care of both werewolves. Good, we got rid of one of them. Ugh. He almost did a spin attack. Good. Now we all stand on this little bridge, and there we go. If we tried coming up here before we talked to the sentry, only one of us would have stood on it and been all like, hey, why isn't it working? Alright. We've got a few... Oh no, there's a little bit more. Super important to stun lock those eye guys. Cool, we're actually full on medical herbs as well. I think it's the middle one. But again, doesn't matter, we're just getting more experience, guys. Prim's level 10, which means Popeye should be pretty close to level 9. There she goes. There you go. Nice, chocolate. So that's a 250 HP heal. Yeah, so that's the way up. I don't want to go up that way just yet. I want to see what's happening with the other side of things. Nice. Oh, good. Popoi leveled up their weapon skill. So let's see what they need now. Nox, alright. Bunch of bats, alright. There they go. Very nice. Let's just check weapon skill on everybody again. Okay, she's almost there. Might be more werewolves in this one. Nope, there's another I Spy. Got him. Alright, very cool. Jeez, there is longer to come than I thought between the boss and the save. So I'm really hoping we actually do alright at it. And there's the witch!
What noisy little children. But don't worry. You'll get what's coming to you.
We'll get what's coming to us.
Allow me the pleasure of sending you to my dear Thanatos.
There's dialogue.
No! Dialogue! Elena, what have you done with him?
My,
You are in pure
Oh,
shanking
my.
range right there.
such a peculiar young man. For some reason, my magic didn't work properly on him. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him directly to the ruins in Pandora.
Thanatos?
Silly child! Thanatos is a mystic knight of the Vandal Empire who will crush your kingdom from within.
How could you?
Now that most of the people of the land have lost their souls, Thanatos will be unstoppable. All the mighty Thanatos has to do is storm the castle by attacking from the southern ruins. Now then, my little Spiky Tiger looks hungry. And you're on the menu.
Got it. Alright. Spiky Tiger is the hardest boss in the game. Just because I think it's the last boss before you get magic, and it's got really strange movement. I need the actual weapon screen. We need to give people stuff that they don't have at the moment. I'm fine with the rapier, but you should get the boomerang. And you can stay with Churban's bow, that's fine. Ranged stuff is very important. We're in a very limited arena as well. What you see is what we can walk in. This area in the middle, and a bit down to the south. However, Spiky Tiger can get up on the towers to the left and right, and it will cast magic on us. So that's the screen I want to be on. Alright. We just have to sort of stay away from it. There we go, because otherwise it will land on us. Wail on it. Okay, where's it gone? There's it gone. So I can't hit it there, but they can. Okay, it's getting me with fire breath, which incapacitates me and puts me on fire. Yep, and he'll knock people unconscious. And he does that. Ah, got him. Okay, I think we're a little bit over leveled there because that wasn't as bad as it usually is. I think it's a boomerang orb, or is it a glove orb? Full health. There we go. Boomerang orb, nice. Alright, so let's re-equip people with where they're supposed to be, so you can go back down there. You actually maxed out Chobin's bow, which means you're fine with everything at this point. I kind of want to give up a boomerang because it's going to level up next, and I'll grab the bow. Which is a little bit weird to use, but I'll get used to it. Alright, so we come down here. What's up now? Killed your pet.
No! Please, forgive me. I didn't mean for this to happen. But once the magical herbs that grew in my forest withered, I had no choice. I exchanged the souls of the villagers for herbs from Thanatos to keep my powers. Lesson learned. I'm resigned to be a simple
Sounds
old
legit.
lady and live a normal life from now on. If you're looking for that young man who was here earlier, he's already left for the ruins to the south of Pandora. You can take what's in that treasure chest over there. I don't need it anymore. The orb in the underground palace. You need to use ice magic to activate it. I'm back to my old magicless self, so I can't help you.
Cool.
You can take what's in...
There's 2 treasure chests here. One will have the 50 GP, wow. The other... Level whip. So we're going to give that immediately to... Prim. Now I don't think we need to go through the whole dungeon again. I may be completely wrong on that. Alright, so here's where we use an escape rope.
I knew it! Dialogue is alive!
Can you hear me? Come to the water palace immediately.
It's Luca. Something must have happened. I've got to go.
I'm going to. I'm worried about Dialogue, but I need your help to save him. I'll go with you, but in return, you have to help me rescue Dialogue afterward.
Don't worry, I'm coming along. We'll get this job done in no time.
Alright, so we got a little telepathic message from Luca. So we should go check out what that's about. So we'll go... I guess we'll go to the start of a water temple and then call that the end of the episode. I don't think it's that far away. Yeah, it's not exactly the easiest weapon to use. I usually let the allies use the bow and arrows. I think it does have a slight homing bit to it, but it's awkward to use. Just because when you hit the attack button, like I hit it now. So there's even a delay, not just for the arrow like traveling, like a projectile travel speed, but he takes time to draw it. Whereas the AI doesn't really seem to have that issue because they know what they're shooting at. Also, the bow and arrow can only hit one target. Whereas the other ranged weapons, the whip is technically a ranged weapon, and the boomerang, speaking of the whip, so if you stand here, hit the attack button, over we go. Yeah, don't particularly like the bow and arrow. Anyway, we're here at the start of the water temple. What I will do is, because I'm probably going to end my recording session in a moment too, is I'm actually going to come down here and save at Neko's, and we'll call that the end of the episode. Just make sure we kill everything. How are we doing on this stuff anyway? Getting there. Yeah, I might neglect the bow in the future. Alright, price gouger.
Welcome to Neko's. Oh, you're interested. What'll it be?
So we say to stay.
A good night's sleep would
Tries
be...
to overcharge us, so we're like, nah, so save the game. Very nice. Alright, and with that, that will be the end of the episode. So in the meantime, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.